Welcome to the Deep Dive. We take your sources and really pull out the key takeaways, the valuable stuff. Today, we're digging into something really crucial: legal AI side hustles. Our goal: to show you how to use AI for income, profitably, yes, but also safely. We're focusing on those AI-powered income streams that are, scaling up fast right here in the US, but are also legally sound.
Yeah, and this is incredibly timely. AI adoption is just exploding. I mean, there's a McKinsey report from this year, 2025, saying 70% of US businesses are already playing around with generative AI. That's the AI that creates new stuff, text, images, you name it, in their workflows.
70%, wow.
Right. But at the same time, people really want safer ways to earn. The FTC, the US Copyright Office, they're seriously cracking down on AI misuse, especially with content, writing, design. Let's face it, nobody wants a lawsuit popping up while they're just trying to earn a bit extra.
Exactly. That's the real challenge, isn't it? Building income streams that are actually future-proof, especially when AI changes so fast. So, before we jump into the exciting side hustle ideas themselves, let's get the foundation right. What are the absolute must-know legal points if you're thinking about an AI venture?
Okay, yeah. Good place to start. Every AI entrepreneur really needs to get these basics down. First up, and this is critical, copyright compliance. You cannot sell AI-generated stuff that rips off real brands or existing copyrighted work, full stop. Your AI output, it needs a solid human check to make sure it's genuinely original.
Okay, so no shortcuts on originality. What's next?
Then there are AI disclosure rules. Now, this varies, but in places like California, and it's popping up elsewhere in the US, you might actually be legally required to tell people, your customers, when AI is doing some of the work. It's all about being upfront, transparency.
Transparency, got it. And the third point?
FTC guidelines. The Federal Trade Commission is very clear on this. Don't mislead people. You need to be really clear about what parts of your service or your product are AI automated and what parts are, human driven.
Okay, so boiling it down. Use AI like a tool, a powerful one, but not like a fraud machine. Stay transparent, stay compliant.
Exactly. AI shouldn't be a way to skirt the rules. It's there to boost what you do responsibly.
Right. So with that legal groundwork laid, super important, let's shift gears. Let's explore those promising paths. We're going to dive into the top 5 legal AI side hustles that are really taking off across the US right now in 2025. Where should we start?
Let's kick off with AI-powered copywriting services. I mean, tools like Jasper AI, AI, even Notion AI, they're becoming game changers for freelancers, helping them whip up blogs, ad copy, social media posts, all that stuff for brands here in the US.
Yeah, I heard some amazing stories. You mentioned one earlier, Sarah from Chicago. What was her trick for making it work and keeping it legal?
Right, Sarah's story is pretty great. She built up a copywriting agency doing about $6,000 a month, mainly using Jasper AI. But her real secret, it wasn't just the AI, it was her meticulous human editing process. She actually called it legal linting.
Legal linting, I like that. What does that mean?
It was more than just proofreading. Sarah really dug into where AI content could get you into trouble legally. Things like, accidental plagiarism, maybe using a brand name it shouldn't have, even just getting facts wrong. So she developed this system, a human review focused specifically on semantic originality, making sure it sounded unique, and checking legal boxes. She used tools like Grammarly Business, Originality.ai to help. That made her service efficient, sure, but also really secure, legally speaking.
That's a key difference, isn't it? Not just editing, but that specific legal check. That human oversight sounds crucial. Okay, what's next on our list?
Number 2, AI video editing and shorts creation. Tools are popping up like Pika Labs, Opus Clip, Runway ML. They let creators make YouTube shorts, Instagram Reels, TikToks super fast, like in minutes.
Right, I heard about a small agency, I think down in Austin. Basically a TikTok ad factory now, using Opus Clip, apparently making like 20, 30 short videos a day, charging maybe $50 each.
Yeah, the number can get pretty impressive.
That's over $10,000 a month.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder what they did before. Probably drank more coffee.
Probably.
But with video, the big scary thing is often deep fakes, right? What's the main legal warning there?
Oh, absolutely. That's the vital tip for AI video. You absolutely must avoid using AI to create likenesses of celebrities or, frankly, any individual, unless you have their explicit written okay. Making deepfakes, those super realistic but fake videos or images that can land you in serious legal trouble here in the US. You've got to be careful where your AI visuals come from and what they show.
Serious stuff. Okay, so from visuals, what about interaction? AI chatbots feel like they're everywhere.
They really are. And they're turning into a genuine goldmine for some. Tools like BotPress AI, Tidio, ManyChat let you build customer service bots for local businesses. And get this, Footer's reported this year, 2025, that 55% of small U.S. businesses are already using AI chatbots.
Wow, 55%. That's not niche anymore, that's mainstream.
Exactly. It's a huge, fast-growing market.
You mentioned a guy, Mike, in Florida, tap into this. How's he doing it? What's the sort of unique legal angle with chatbots beyond just saying it's AI?
Yeah, Mike's a good case study. He charges around $500 to set up a chatbot for local places, restaurants, small clinics, that kind of thing. Uses BotPress AI, rebrands it. What's interesting is how he tailors the AI's personality and how it handles things for each business. You know, reservations for a restaurant, maybe high compliance scheduling for a clinic. And that touches on the legal piece beyond just the basic powered by AI disclaimer. It's often about protecting customer data, especially for something like a clinic dealing with health info. You have to build the bot with data privacy baked in from the start, making sure sensitive info isn't mishandled or stored wrong.
Data privacy by design. That's a layer people might miss. Okay, what about people who want to sell digital products, not services?
That brings us to hustle number 4. Selling AI-generated templates and digital products. This is about creating things like Canva templates, Notion planners, digital journals, maybe wedding invitations, using AI design tools. Think Kittle, Canva AI, maybe even DALE for unique elements.
Right, I saw something about an Etsy seller making over $4,000 a month with AI-generated wedding templates. That's pretty good passive income.
Totally.
But design is tricky, legally, right? Where does AI make it even blurrier?
It is tricky. The basics still apply, stick to fonts, images, graphics you have a commercial license for. Don't use copyrighted stuff. But the emerging legal edge with AI design, it's understanding that the AI's training data might have included copyrighted styles or elements without you realizing it.
Ah, so the AI learned something it shouldn't have.
Potentially. So you need to be proactive. Audit what the AI creates, maybe run images through reverse searches, check styles, just to be sure it's truly original and not accidentally infringing, especially if you're selling lots of them. It's about checking the AI's homework, essentially.
That's subtle but really important, checking the AI's homework. Okay, finally, for the audio folks like us, podcast production with AI.
Yes, podcast production using AI. This one's booming too. Tools like Descript, Wondercraft AI, 11 Labs are helping creators make professional-sounding podcasts way more efficiently. And here's a stat from Edison Research for 2025. Over 2 million U.S. podcasts are live right now.
2 million?
Yeah, and AI is driving a big part of their editing, sound improvement, even helping with scripts sometimes.
That's a massive ecosystem. So for audio, especially voices, what's the big legal red flag?
Voice cloning, that's the big one, and it's getting a lot more legal attention. If you use AI to clone someone's voice, you absolutely must have their explicit written permission. Unauthorized voice cloning is illegal in many U.S. states now. Penalties can be steep. And it's not just famous voices. Even mimicking a unique voice style could be trouble if it feels like identity theft or misuse.
Wow. A very clear line there about consent. Okay, stepping back a bit. Let's get a reality check. Just how big is this whole AI-powered economy in the U.S.?
The numbers are pretty wild, honestly. Statista tracks this stuff. The U.S. market for AI tools projected to hit $80 billion by 2027.
$80 billion?
Yeah, think about that growth. And they reckon over 30 million Americans will be using AI tools for side income by the end of this year, 2025. And maybe the most telling stat, AI freelance jobs on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr. They've grown over 220% in just the last year.
Whoa, 220%. That's not a trend, that's a shift.
It's a fundamental shift in how work is getting done and how people are earning.
Okay, so massive growth. But why are these 5 hustles we talk about, copywriting, video, chatbots, templates, podcast, why are they seen as safer bets, more legal, more scalable?
That's a really good question. It boils down to a few things, I think. First, most of them are service-based. You're helping businesses use tools mostly. You're not always creating the final risky piece of content yourself, you're enhancing a process.
Okay, service-based. Makes sense.
Second, they tend to follow clear existing copyright laws. If you do it right, focus on originality. Use licensed elements, selling templates, or writing copy is pretty straightforward legally. You just have to be diligent about avoiding plagiarism or trademark issues.
Right, using established rules.
And third, and this is key, AI is used for augmentation. You're using AI as a helper, an assistant. It boosts your skills, makes you faster. You're not trying to replace originality or ethics entirely. It's about empowering the human, not just automating everything.
Augmentation, not just automation. That's a critical distinction. But where do people usually mess that up when they're starting out? Where's the common pitfall?
I think it's often over-reliance on that first draft the AI spits out. People might assume, oh, the AI made it, it must be original and legal.
Oh.
They skip that crucial human review step, the legal linting we talked about with Sarah. They treat the AI like a magic button instead of a co-pilot that still needs human guidance for compliance, for nuance, for genuine originality.
Yeah, the set it and forget it trap. That makes total sense. So AI is a massive accelerator, but you still need to drive responsibly.
Exactly.
Okay, so for listeners who are thinking, right, I want to try this, what's a simple, practical plan to get started on a legal AI side hustle?
Okay, ready to jump in. Here's a simple 3-step plan. 1, pick your niche. Where do your skills or interests lie? Copywriting, video, bots, design, audio. Pick one to focus on first.
That makes sense. Focus.
2, choose your tools. Start with ones that are known to be user-friendly. We mentioned Jasper AI, Opus Clip, BotPress, Canva AI. Try a few out, see what clicks for you.
Find your toolkit.
And 3, the most important, stay compliant. Make this a habit, part of your process from day one. Always check FTC rules, US copyright guidelines when you create and before you deliver anything. Don't treat it as an afterthought.
Right. Build compliance. And it's not just about avoiding trouble, it's about building trust, isn't it? That transparency, that diligence, that becomes your selling point.
Absolutely. It builds a reputation for reliability.
So, thinking bigger picture then, AI isn't slowing down, it's moving at breakneck speed. The final thought for everyone listening is this. How will you keep up? Not just with the cool new tools, but with the shifting legal sands to make sure whatever you build isn't just profitable today, but actually built to last. Truly future-proof.
Ready to start your legal AI side hustle? Here's a 3-step action plan. Pick your service niche: copywriting, video editing, chatbots, digital products, or podcasts. Choose your toolset. Start with Jasper AI, Opus Clip, BotPress, or Canva AI, all beginner-friendly. Stay compliant. Always review FTC guidelines and US copyright rules when delivering content.
And remember, side hustles are not shortcuts. Use AI to amplify your skills, not bypass the law. Transparency builds trust and profits.
That's it for today's episode on ProfitHive. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share this podcast with anyone curious about making money with AI the right way.
See you next time, where money meets innovation.